All right, today we're jumping into a really big one, decentralized finance, or DeFi. Now, this is a technology that some people think could completely rebuild our financial system from the ground up. But, to really get why that's such a wild idea, we first have to talk about the system we're all using right now. I mean, have you ever stopped to wonder why everything in finance seems to take forever and cost so much? Sending money overseas, getting a loan, trading stocks, it's just a maze of delays, middlemen, and weird restrictions. Honestly, it feels like a system designed in another century. Because, well, in a lot of ways it was. Okay, think about it like this. Traditional finance is kind of like a fancy restaurant. If you want something, let's say a loan, you can't just get it. You have to go through a whole chain of people. You've got the waiter who takes your order, the chef who cooks the food, the manager who oversees everything. In the financial world, those are your banks, your brokers, your clearinghouses, and every single one of them adds time and, of course, cost to the whole process. And right at the center of that whole restaurant model is this one central hub, the bank. Every single transaction, every request has to flow right through them. This obviously creates bottlenecks, and it also puts a massive amount of power and control in the hands of just a few big institutions. But what if there was another way? Imagine if finance could be way simpler, way more direct. What if it worked just like a vending machine? You walk up, you see what you want, you put your money in, you press a button, and boom, you get it. Right there, right then. No middleman, no waiting. That, right there, is the big idea behind DeFi. It just gets rid of that central hub and lets people connect and deal with each other directly, peer-to-peer. And in this model, the vending machine isn't some big company. It's just code. It's a set of rules that everyone can see and agree on, and it just runs automatically with nobody in charge. So, to put it simply, DeFi is a system of financial services built with code instead of big institutions. And that vending machine we're talking about, it's powered by something called smart contracts. Just think of them as simple little computer programs that live on a blockchain. They're basically just if-then statements. For example, if you deposit $100 of collateral, then the contract automatically sends a $50 loan to you. No banker, no paperwork, just code. So this idea of a financial vending machine sounds pretty cool, right? But how does it actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look inside the machine to really understand the principles that make it all tick. The whole DeFi world is really built on four game-changing ideas, four pillars that make it totally different from the finance we know. So let's break them down. It's permissionless, transparent, programmable, and non-custodial. First up, permissionless. And yeah, it means exactly what it sounds like. Anybody with an internet connection and a crypto wallet can use these services. You don't have to ask for permission. There are no credit checks, no minimum deposits. It doesn't matter where you live. It's all about making finance truly global and open to everyone. Second, it's transparent. Every single transaction that happens in DeFi is recorded on a public blockchain. That means anyone, anywhere can check it and audit the whole system. Seriously, imagine if you could see every single trade, every loan, and every deposit happening on Wall Street, all in real time. That's the kind of transparency we're talking about here. Number 3, programmable. Now, this is where DeFi gets really, really powerful. Because it's all built on code, money itself becomes programmable. You can build these complex financial tools that just run themselves automatically. And this has led to some pretty wild innovations like flash loans, where you borrow and repay money in the exact same transaction, or yield aggregators that are constantly scanning the entire DeFi world to find the best interest rates for your savings. And finally, non-custodial. This one is so important. In DeFi, you are always in control of your own money. You hold the private keys to your digital wallet. Think of it like this. It's the difference between keeping cash in your own wallet versus putting it in a bank's vault. With DeFi, nobody can freeze your funds or stop you from accessing them. It's yours. So when you put all four of those pillars together, you get this massive shift in what we mean by trust. Instead of having to trust people and institutions, you're trusting code. Code that's open for anyone to see, that's verifiable, and that runs automatically. You're trusting the math. And this table just lays it all out side by side. I mean, look at settlement time. In traditional finance, it can take days for a stock trade to officially go through. In DeFi, it's minutes, sometimes seconds. Or how about access? DeFi is open 24/7 for anyone, anywhere. Traditional finance, it runs on business hours and is blocked off by borders. It's not just a slightly different system, it's a completely different way of thinking.
Really, it all boils down to this one simple, powerful idea. In traditional finance, you have to trust institutions. In DeFi, you trust code.
So does this mean DeFi is absolutely the future of finance, no questions asked? Well, it's not quite that simple. Like any brand new technology, it comes with some mind-blowing potential, but also some very real dangers.
DeFi really is a double-edged sword. On one hand, the potential is huge. We're talking about bringing financial services to billions of people who don't have bank accounts, slashing costs, and sparking innovation at a speed we've just never seen before. But the risks are just as big. A tiny bug in a smart contract could mean millions of dollars lost, forever. The rules and regulations are a total question mark, and, let's be honest, using this stuff can still be really complicated and confusing for the average person. And all of this leaves us with a final, really powerful question. This technology is still so young, and it's changing every day. But it forces us to ask something pretty fundamental about the systems that run our world. In the future, will our finances be managed by people or by programs? The answer to that question is still being written, one block at a time.